Hey everyone! Today we are embarking on a self-guided wine tour of Sonoma out here right outside San Francisco, California. Our first stop on our wine tour was Mary Edwards, M-E-R-R-Y Edwards. This winery was recommended to us by our friends at Syrah, our favorite wine store in Atlanta, and they did not disappoint. So a few tips about Mary Edwards. They open at 9:30 in the morning, which is one of the earlier opening times for wineries in this region, and they do not charge for their tasting, or at least they did not charge us today when we got here for our tasting. We did 4 tastings, 3 reds, 1 white, and they were all spectacular. So highly recommend Mary Edwards out here in Sonoma.
Hey, we are still on our tour in the Russian River Valley here in California, just north of San Francisco. This is the Martinelli Winery and Vineyard. So interestingly enough, this is not the same Martinelli that you might see at the grocery store selling the apple cider, the non-alcoholic beverages, very commonly found in many grocery stores. So this is a different Martinelli, and today we picked up Zin. As you can see, this is not cider, but it's very good. Some award-winning Zins and Pinot Noirs from this particular vineyard, and we were excited to get a chance to know these guys. They have a great tasting room and reception area, very beautiful, all wood. It just felt like a winery and a tasting room the way it should be laid out and designed. And the tastings were $15 for 4 and $25 for 6.
Hey, we are now on our 3rd stop of our self-guided wine tour of Sonoma, and we are at the Kendall Jackson Winery. So everybody's familiar with Kendall Jackson. They sell in every grocery store here in the U.S. You have a choice of a $15 tasting for 4 wines, 5 wines, or $20 estate tasting. So it's the same number of tastings. They do waive the fee when you buy 2 bottles of wine. They are absolutely nothing like what they have at the grocery store here. These are all limited production wines, and they are all very fabulous here. They grow the grapes themselves. They have a beautiful, beautiful vineyard. Their business is wine, so they don't have weddings here unless you're related to Kendall or Jackson. All right, so let's check out the culinary garden next. We are now in the culinary garden of Kendall Jackson, and first of all, they had all of these vines, and they have 1 vine of every different type of grape. They're just for show here. So there are no grapes. They're not actually picking them, making wine out of them. They're just showing you the different types of grapes, the different varietals that they have here. Now we're in this beautiful culinary garden here, and they're growing herbs and mints and all sorts of plants here. They're quite astute farmers here at Kendall Jackson. So this is just part of the Kendall Jackson self-guided tour experience. All right, we're still at Kendall Jackson. These are the vines they have here. This is the Syrah vine right here. So it is spring, it's May. There are no grapes because they pick them in the fall. But right here, these are little buds right here. Aren't they adorable? And these will turn into full grapes and will turn into wine later on. Is that awesome or what?
So we're sitting here at the Russian River Brewing Company. I'm having a Klein the Elder double IPA, and it's Monday at lunch. And the thing that bothers me here, don't get me wrong, this is a great place. The thing that bothers me here is that there are tons of people sitting at the bar Monday at lunch. So this isn't Friday night, it's not Saturday night, it's not even Thursday or Tuesday night. It's Monday at lunch, and the bar is packed with people sitting at it and having beers. So, maybe that's just part of the lifestyle here, is to go out and have a beer for lunch. I don't know. But am I certain that the people at the bar are locals? No, I'm not, but there's a couple of guys here, one wearing a Giants hat, another one wearing a Raiders hat, so they can't be too far from home. So, nevertheless, I digress. I would love to live this way on Mondays for lunch.
We are now on winery number 4, 5th stop of the day. The 4th stop was the Russian River Brewing Company for lunch. Now we're at St. Francis Winery. St. Francis Winery was named after St. Francis. St. Francis was the patron saint of all pets and animals. Anyway, so it's really exciting to come and visit a winery that was named after St. Francis, patron saint of all the pets. So they do allow dogs here. They do allow you to bring your pet because he's the patron saint of your pet. But what's really amazing about this winery is that they are growing vineyard here. They are growing their grapes here right on site. They do have other vineyards as well. The mountain views are incredible here. The vines just go on forever. The tasting is $15 for your choice of 5 wines, and the fee is waived if you purchase 2 bottles of wine. So anyway, so very reasonable prices here, great views. Today we're just out on a beautiful day of a self-guided wine tour. Couldn't have asked for better weather. So we're gonna head to another winery now, but yeah, St. Francis was amazing. And oh yeah, one more thing, they are known for their Merlots. So if you like Merlot, this is the place to come. I am now at Klein Family Cellars. This is our 5th and final stop of the day on our self-guided wine tour of Sonoma Valley. And this is really, really interesting. So first of all, it's beautiful gardens. They have roses are in bloom right now. I saw a hummingbird, a real hummingbird on a real flower, not on a hummingbird feeder here. They have a family of ducklings here, and they have catfish out back in their pond. So they've done really well with the grounds. The tastings here are only $10 for 5 tastings. They waive the fee if you buy a bottle of wine. So the wines are a little bit more reasonably priced than some of the other places we've been to today. They're in the $20 to $30 range here. They have some below and some above that. So they just did a really great job. And we've had a great time here at Klein Family Cellars.